All right. What the hell is that?
Couldn't look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. Before you play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check fam? Thank you guys for tuning in once again. It is Wednesday. We got a whole damn episode. That makes no sense. Why wouldn't we have a whole damn episode? What the hell else would I have? What I mean is we got a lot to talk about, right? So once again, we're about to jump straight to the hot topics, chapters down below. Thank you guys for subscribing, liking, all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's go. All right, now into them first set of buttons that need to be checked. This one pops off in the world of Bandai Namco. Now, like everybody is aware, right, that recently there's a really terrible war going on with, in the Ukraine right now. So a lot of people are reaching out to show support, including the gaming community. So Bandai Namco posted this the other day saying, the Bandai Namco group has decided to make a donation of 100 million yen to save the children in support of their humanitarian cause for people affected by the crisis in Ukraine and seeking refuge outside the country. We hope that the people in the communities affected by the crisis will be able to return to peaceful days as soon as possible. And some of you might be wondering, I know I was when I first read it, just how much does 100 million yen convert to? And it looks like it's about, 860,000 USD. So it's a good chunk of change, right? That's a lot. That's a lot of damn money. But is it enough money? And this is where the debate starts on FGC Twitter, because although a lot of people, as you can see on the screen, are singing the praises, saying thank you, this is a great gesture, thank you for supporting, there's a lot of other people on that other side of the fence saying no, this is cheap, or it's simply not enough. You got people posting memes, right? You got people posting stuff like this saying Bandai Namco has announced that it has just invested 15 billion yen, which is 130 million USD, to create their very own metaverse dedicated to Gundam. And it kind of continues from that point of view. Like a lot of people just saying like, look how much they're worth, look how much they're making. This is nothing. This is a drop in the bucket. This is a couple coins, you know what I'm saying? They could do a lot better. But ultimately, from what I can see with the debate, it comes down to, it's their money. They can do what they want with it. A lot of people with that point of view basically saying at the end of the day, every dollar counts. So why not just be grateful for what they're doing? Yes, they could possibly do more, but the fact that they're giving anything and doing something, of this magnitude, we should be grateful. So what do y'all think, man? At the end of the day, yes, it's a good gesture, and let's be real, $860,000 is a lot of damn money. But for a company that's worth as much as Bandai is, what do y'all think? All right, now into the next set of buttons that need to be checked. This one pops off in the world of the almighty Ludwig. Y'all know Ludwig, right? One of the most successful, biggest streamers there is, constantly holding down the Smash community. So the other day, there was the Streamer Awards, right? We talked about that in the last video. A lot of big streamers were there, big names were there, everybody, basically getting acknowledged and collecting certain awards. And apparently, one of the stories that actually stuck out, funny enough, had nothing to do with streaming. It was just a troll moment that Ludwig's, I guess, if I'm not mistaken, going off of the comments, this guy's name might be Johnny Sins, but I'm not too sure on that. But anyway, the dude was hilarious and ballsy, to say the least. So you know how when they're saying, and the winner is, and they're cutting to like certain nominees and the camera's going back and forth? Well, during that time, the dude next to Ludwig kept holding up signs or pictures so the stream could see. And I think from what people were saying, there was over 350,000 viewers at one point. This is the first sign that we see right here where he says, Bush did 9/11. You can see Ludwig's face. You can see different angles as well, where he's like basically in shock or covering his face or simply laughing. That's some shit. That's, hey. I won't even start my conspiracy theories right now because I got some, you know what I'm saying? But what do y'all think? This is some heavy shit. Next one, it looks like he's holding up, who is that, Peppa Pig? That is hilarious, to say the least. I wonder what the people running the Streamer Awards had to say about that, because they couldn't stop it. Obviously, they didn't know what was going on. Did they talk to the dude? Did they kick him out? I mean, what the hell? I would imagine they didn't like it, because you're usually not allowed to get that political, especially saying something like that with so many viewers. Remember the whole Sonic Fox thing? Sonic Fox got Esports Player of the Year and went into this whole thing, right?
Guess all I gotta really say is that I'm gay, black, A furry? Pretty much everything a Republican hates. And
y'all remember that. A lot of people in the FGC, of course, there were people that were proud of him, but there was a lot of other people saying, man, that was some whack shit. You shouldn't have said all that. People don't even really know who the FGC is, and now that's the impression that you gave him, is what a lot of people were saying. So what do y'all think in this case? Do you think it was funny? Think it was funny as a troll, or a bit too far? All right, now into the next set of buttons that need to be checked. This is one right here that I would call the main course. I've been waiting for talk about this one. It's been going on for like the last several days. Somebody by the name of Goldie Dorado 01, profile on the screen, brings up a very interesting take. A lot of people agree, a lot of people disagree. Y'all be the judge, let's go. Right here, posting this the other day, saying the Jay Wong, as in Justin Wong, you gotta learn clip has done unfixable damage in how people treat newcomers to the genre. If your idea of a good first impression is someone ruthlessly beating a beginner, posting it on Twitter, and then never giving them any advice, that's some weird behavior. And then of course, this is where I was tagged in the stories to big up. Thank you guys, I appreciate the love. The clip was from some years ago. I'm not sure how many. It was like 5 or 6, maybe fewer than that, but it was definitely some time ago.
you're gonna learn today.
No, you're not. You're using a cheat move. No, you're using a cheat move. No, you're cheating.
You're gonna learn. This is the real world. You learn it early, son.
That's all you ever do in your house? I'm done playing now.
Finish him.
You're a freaking jerk. All you keep doing is that.
I think the main reaction that I saw, and of course, obviously I didn't see all the reactions, but the main reaction I saw is people thought it was funny. You know, because the FGC has had this kind of like motto for some time of like, just get good, or you're gonna learn, or everybody can get it. Woman, man, child, whoever you are, you're gonna get it. So this clip right here, I think it kind of went over well, is what I thought. But obviously, there were some people that didn't see it that way, to the point where they're bringing it up years later saying it has caused unfixable damage. And now you have a lot of people in the FGC debating, some people mocking it, some people agreeing, and others coming from the point of view like, yo, you're only saying this because it's a fighting game. Like if it was COD or Halo instead of a fighting game, people just cherry picking instances to be mad about when the reality is likely without consequence. And then you got others on that same train of thought, you know, saying unfixable damage, laugh out loud, oh brother, and then some saying I don't agree with you. If you get your ass whooped, you got 2 options. 1, cry on Twitter. 2, watch what you did wrong to be in that situation. The problem is with the new FGC, they want their hand held when they lose. Fuck that. If you want to be bad enough, you will figure out, or I'm sorry, if you want it bad enough, you will figure out how to get there. And then I noticed somebody brings up like a discussion of how it used to be in the arcade era. Goldie responds. I saw Goldie actually respond to a lot of these comments, responding right here saying, it was worse before is never a good argument when it can be better now. You would get stabbed if you did a throw in the arcades. It's not the best thing to bring up when comparing learning methods. Saban responds to that saying, how do you know how welcoming we are to newcomers in this era? And you immediately bring up stabbing point, which is another wrong assumption. People wouldn't tell you how to do moves in the arcade era, even when asked. Not violence related, which is why I say, were you not around? And then on that flip side, you can see that some people actually agree with the statement, you know, saying that, yeah, that clip probably did do more hurt than it did help. And others add to that saying it also doesn't really help. The fighting games have a really big obsession with dunking on people / things over actually just teaching people. And then it keeps going from there. Some people agree, some people disagree, other people saying, you know, it's just too soft, you're looking for a reason to complain. Then I see others saying like, what is it? Is it even our responsibility to teach everybody? Like sometimes, why can't we just pop off? Bringing into question one more time the current state of the FGC. Obviously, there's 2 sides of the fence. From what I saw, I would say most people, once again, agree with the Justin Wong clip. I know him personally. Of course, we're not best friends or anything like that, but, you know, we go back because I taught him a lot. I taught him everything he knows. I taught him, you know, I was there when he beat Daigo. I was there when he first played. I was the one to introduce him to Street Fighter. I've done a lot for the man. You know, Justin is like, anyway, back to reality. What the hell I'm trying to say is, Justin's a good guy. He's always doing so much for the community, giveaways, he's dove into content creation, he's killing that as well. It's weird to me anytime people try to target that man because he's one of the OGs of the FGC, and as far as I know, he's been positive. Yes, he does have that old school vibe. He comes from the arcade era, so he will talk that shit. He will back it up, and that's part of the reason why I think a lot of people like him as well. There it is, one more again. Definitely let me know how you feeling. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely a lot to unpack. First, We got the Bandai Namco donation, and people shitting on that because they think for what they're worth, it's not enough. Second of all, we have the almighty Ludwig's roommate, apparently, holding up a sign saying Bush did 9/11 in front of like hundreds of thousands of people. Then last but not least, we have people in the FGC questioning whether the clip that so many of us enjoyed actually did more hurt than it helped, and more people are taking on, or maybe I should say that demeanor, to where we're bashing newcomers and we're dunking on them rather than helping them grow. What do y'all think, man? Thank you guys for all the massive love. We will see you soon. If not tomorrow, definitely the next day. Love y'all forever. Peace. Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
How you doing, Instagram? It's Big Time Tommy, and here's my thought of the day. In school, you are given the lesson first, then the test. But in life, you are given the test, and then you learn your lesson. That's the old school way. OS for life. Take it easy.